morning, listeners. I'm here with this wonderful woman I met a few weeks back, and I asked her a question, and the answer she gave me was a great answer. And I decided that I had to share her with you so you can see some of the things she's doing so she can be successful. So before we get started, would you just be so kind to introduce yourself, what role and what organization you represent?
Yes, I'm Sarah Evans, and I am a real estate agent here in sunny Florida. I work for the Corcoran Real Estate Group, and I've been doing it now for 6 years.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit more about the Corcoran Group.
We're huge in New York. We're one of the largest privately owned real estate company in New York City, and it was started by Barbara Corcoran, who is from the Shark Tank. And she started off because she was living with somebody, and then it was sort of breaking up, and she needed to get a job, and she didn't really know what to do, and she needed a rental, and she didn't have a very good experience, so she thought she could do it better. And she got the largest rental company in New York City, and then she started this great real estate company, and we've moved into the luxury side of the business. And it's just a great organization. You feel like home. I worked for a few other companies before that, and you were a number, even though you're a private person with small business owner. But with the Corcoran, I feel like they really care, and it feels like a bit like Switzerland. I think that's the easiest way of putting it. Yeah.
A lot of great organizations start with an individual going through an experience that they did not like the experience and felt like the experience should be better. And years later, here they are running a huge organization, delivering the goods to people consistently. Good stuff. So if you'd be so kind, could you touch on the core values of the organization, or what you really like about it, and why you enjoy representing them opposed to anybody else?
Well, their motto is live who you are. And so it's so important to live and be who you are. And that's really what started it off, just with core values, and, really seeing what people want. And that's the most important thing to us, is happiness, and being the best that you can be, and doing the best you can do, and live who you are. Just be yourself.
Excellent. So when we met a couple of weeks ago, Sarah, there's a question I usually pose to some folks, because all business owners, entrepreneurs, leaders, they got a lot of things on their plate. And I always believe Tony Robbins said a long time ago, the hour of power. And the first hour of our day is the most important. But unfortunately, a lot of business owners, leaders, and entrepreneurs waste it. They just get up, brush their teeth, have a cup of coffee, and they run out to the business world. And when I asked you, what does your morning look like? You had a great answer for me. So would you share that with our listeners? Because I think it's very powerful, and I think they really need to understand it.
Oh, my day's the same every day. My alarm goes off at 5 a.m. And so the alarm goes off, and I have two choices. I can start my day off as I intended to go, or I can just stay in bed. And that's not very good. So the best thing I can do is just get up and get out. So at 5 a.m. I get up, I put my coffee on, and I use the bathroom, and then I go back to bed, and I put my YouTube on, and then I do my affirmations for the day. So about 5:05, my affirmations come on, and the affirmations start going. So I just sit there and I do all my affirmations, and I do all my I ams, and I do them for 10 minutes in the morning. And then after that, I get up and I go and get my coffee because it's done. And then I go back to bed again, and then everything is always working out for me. It's like, hey, everything, doesn't matter what's happening in life, everything is always working out for us. And we have highs and we have lows, and you can't expect everything to be high, and you can't expect everything low. Life's like you have winters, summers, springs, and falls, and so it just tells you that everything's always working out. So I sit there and I meditate, and I do my everything's always working out for me. And even when it's not, it really is. And it's all, everything's great. And so then I do those as what, do my meditation. And then I get up, I take my dog for a walk. And then I come back, and at 5:45, I get my drink, and I get in my car, and then I go and do yoga for an hour. And that's the same every day. And then after yoga, I go to the beach because I only live, well, my yoga studio is, the beach is on the way home. It's like 5 minutes away. And so then I go and I watch and see how beautiful the water is and how gorgeous the sky is. Because in Florida, you know, we have the most beautiful clouds, and the reflection on the water is just so calming, so beautiful. And it's like every day is just a great day to be here in paradise. And then I come home, have my breakfast, get ready, and I am here to be a great real estate agent at like 8:30, 8:45 every day. So yeah, my mornings are very busy, but my mornings are always the same every single day. And
Awesome.
unfortunately, my dog doesn't know that Saturdays and Sundays we don't have to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, well, you started the program, and he's anchored in.
Oh, yeah.
He's anchored into 7 days as opposed to 5 like you are.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
I thought it was very important because that's great. So you start your day, you get the coffee, and immediately work on your mind, get the affirmations working. And then you go back and do some meditation, which you're working on your spirit. And then you go to do yoga, which you work on your body. Then you go to the beach and then have your breakfast. So you have your power breakfast, and boom, you're ready to go to work. Now, what has been the value of that type of routine in the morning before you start your day versus just starting your day in business?
Before, when I didn't do that, it was just a rush. Oh, and it was a headache, and just getting everything done. And now life's just so more relaxed and so more chilled. And yeah, I love my mornings.
So you're more in control. You control the day instead of the day controlling you.
Oh yeah, there's nothing worse than getting up late and having to rush out. You know, some mornings my alarm doesn't go off. Say, you know, something happens and it doesn't go off. I have a power shortage in the night, and then I wake up and it's like 5:35. You know, and then I don't have time to do everything, and just like take the dog out and then get to the gym. You know, it's just, and then I do my affirmations in the car though. Like this morning, I done more affirmations in the car just because I thought I feel like I'm in a bit of a winter period. So they can like lift me out of my winter period and bring me up a bit more.
Got it. I use this little affirmation, this little theory in business: slow down to speed up. There's a story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare was always running around and at a frantic pace, and then challenged the tortoise to a race. And the tortoise was all about his slow and steady pace. So the hare just kind of messed around and took a little nap, and he heard all of the animals cheering. And then all of a sudden, the tortoise was crossing the finish line, and the hare said, "Well, no longer will I run at this frantic pace, because slow and steady wins the race." And that hour or 2 hours in the morning of mind, body, heart, spirit is the slow down period, get us grounded with ourselves. So now we can control the day instead of the day controlling us. So I want to thank you, because I asked that question to a lot of folks, and probably you're the first person that has given me a precise answer of how you had your routine in place. Most of them are getting up, getting their quick breakfast, a cup of coffee, and they rush out and they start the business world, or they get on their emails, or they watch the news, and it's just not self-serving. And it was just delightful to hear from you.
I read something recently, actually, and it says that a majority of people, and I used to be guilty of this, is when they get up in the morning, they reach out and they go for their phone. And so they look at their Facebook. And, you know, that can be the most detrimental thing you can do, because that can really change your day. You know, It can really change your whole day. So I don't look at my Facebook until maybe I get to the gym in the morning, because it really can be, you know, a happy day or a bad day.
It's a rabbit hole.
It really is. Yep. And, you know, we know it's all fake anyway. People's lives, they look amazing, but really they're just like everybody else, is no different.
So based on your experience from working with this organization, becoming successful, what would be one final valuable piece of advice that you can share with our listeners today of what you think can help them get feedback?
You can never dream big enough. Oh my God, I've had so many. I think like the law of attraction, what you put out there, you really do get back in. You know, I remember one day I've traveled all around the world. I've been really lucky, and I've had huge dreams that are bigger than I ever thought was imaginable. And I've been very lucky, and I've achieved most of my dreams. And one of them, I was in Egypt, and I was in Taba, which is on the corner of Israel, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia. And I remember standing there looking at it and thinking, I want to live in the Middle East. This is what I want to do. I love it here. I love the climate. I love all the things about it. And I thought that's really what I want to do. And within a year, I had an apartment in Dubai, Kuwait, and Bahrain. And I was the area sales manager for the Middle East for the US military, with an area from Singapore to the Suez Canal. And that was my dream, and that's what I did. And before that dream, I dreamed I wanted to go around the world. And I wanted to go around the world for a long time. And I thought about it a lot. And I really put my vision out there. And I ended up one day, I had a bad relationship. Well, not a bad relationship, just wasn't very good. And anyway. And so I decided I wanted to go around the world. So with that, I went. I went to India, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand, Chile, Argentina, Peru, Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil. And then I had money left because I'm really good with money. And so I went back to Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and China. And then I went back to England. Then I got the job working in the Middle East, running the whole area. So, my dreams were pretty big, I thought, but they got bigger and they got bigger. And the more I dreamt it and the more I wanted to do these things, the more they happened. So dream it and it happened.
Well, if we're going to dream, we might as well dream big. And the only one we have to believe in ourselves before anyone believes in us. So this has been an absolute delight chatting with you today and sharing with our viewers. And, a lot of people, it's funny, Sarah, think like, oh, this is a touchy, feely, fuzzy, that stuff, rah stuff doesn't work for me. But, that's only because they haven't tried it. Getting clear on your day and getting your affirmations set and really visualizing how the day's going to go and just going out there and say, okay, it's kind of like an actor that has a script. Let me review the script, lights, camera, action. Let's go make it happen.
Let's go make it happen. So now I am a luxury real estate agent in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. So if you're looking for a home, or somebody who's looking to buy or sell any sort of real estate here in South Florida, Coach Michael can give you my telephone number, and I would love to help you.
Beautiful. And if any of your followers are looking at someone to help them grow their business, grow themselves,
you're my man.
The guy. All right.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. You have an awesome day.